Block Piano for having me here today in Sandbox, and I'm going to keep right into it. We are talking about drop 2 today, how to structure it, how to harmonize it, and how to exercise it, most especially in the keyboard and all through 12 keys. Well, it's just a simple formula I'm going to be using today to make sure we get it all keys. So stay tuned as we start. So what's drop 2? Drop 2 is another form of harmonization whereby you make the melody stand out at a particular point. Now we have drop 2s in triads, in 7th, in 9th, and so on and so forth. But to start up with, we are going to start up with the triads of drop 2 on an octave. Now what do we mean? We take an example from the key of C. As you can see, big primer. C is the 1, D is the 2, E is the 3, F is the 4, G is the 5, A is known as the 6, B is known as the 7, then C is known as 8 or 1 or an octave of the C. Now a triad means a 5 notes of the scale. Then you take the 1, skip the 2, go to the 3, skip the 4, go to the 5. Now this is the triad in the root position, first inversion, second inversion, and back to the root position. Now when you talk about drop 2, this C major triad, drop 2 means take the second highest voice, which is key E, drop it down an octave. So you have this kind of clarity when it comes to sound. So this, anyhow you want to voice it, it's fine. Now that's basically drop 2 in its simplest form. C major triad drop 2. Now we are going to exercise it in moving it in an octave, but in an inversion wise, which means you have this as a C major drop 2 root position, then first inversion will be this, that's normal natural first inversion. You drop the 2 as well, taking the G down an octave. This is the first inversion drop 2. Second inversion drop 2, you take the C root, dropping down an octave. So you have this. So you have basically this root position, first inversion, second inversion, back to root position. So you have these are drop 2s for C major triad. So the exercise here is you can take it all keys, like C sharp major drop 2, then D major drop 2, and so on and so forth. Now if you don't know how to structure drop 2, the simplest form for a guide is for you to take the normal major triad and invert it as you want, but make sure you have the drop 2 kind of voicing on it. Then with time you start removing the middle fingers. So that's how you can learn how to structure drop 2. But the mindset here is taking the second highest voice, drop it down an octave. So you can now, the first exercise for drop 2 is to take it on an inversion terms. Then after this, you can decide to move the exercise a little more advanced by playing it through the major scale. Like, you can decide to take it like that, in drop 2, but in the major triad sense, it will be major triad, C major triad, D minor triad, E minor triad, F major triad, G major triad, A minor triad, B diminished triad chord, then C major triad. Now you drop 2 it. So the drop 2 means you still take the second highest voice and drop it down an octave. So it will be this is the 1, you bring the E down, that's C major triad drop 2, root position, then you D minor triad drop 2, root position, E minor triad drop 2, root position, F major triad drop 2, root position, G major triad drop 2, root position, A minor triad drop 2, root position, B diminished triad drop 2, root position, C major triad drop 2, root position. So you have stuff like this. Okay, now you can take it further to other keys. The same concept by making the major triad of C sharp, F minor, F sharp major, G sharp major, A sharp minor, C diminished, C sharp major, you come back, then you just drop 2 it by taking the second highest voice, which is an F, and drop it down an octave. D sharp minor drop 2, F minor drop 2, F sharp major drop 2, G sharp major drop 2, A minor drop 2, C diminished drop 2, C sharp major drop 2, all root position. So that's how it works. Then you can do that with the first inversion. Let's come back to C. First inversion, you have this, then the G comes down. First inversion, the G comes down. You take it like that. D minor first inversion drop 2, E minor first inversion drop 2, F major first inversion drop 2, G major first inversion drop 2, A minor first inversion drop 2, G diminished first inversion drop 2, C major first inversion drop 2. So this is what you get. So you take it to C sharp. You can take that same concept to other keys, like for example C sharp, this root position first inversion. Take the G sharp down. That's C sharp major drop 2, first inversion of course. D sharp minor triad drop 2, first inversion as well. You go to the 3, F minor drop 2, first inversion. F sharp major drop 2, first inversion, G sharp major drop 2 first inversion, A minor, A sharp minor first inversion drop 2, C diminished first inversion drop 2, back to C sharp major triad first inversion, then drop 2. Then you come back serially, then you go further to second inversion. Now all this is a quick primer of how to exercise the drop 2 in all keys. We'll come to reharmonization very soon.